Hello, everybody, and welcome to Eternity Fragment. I believe we still have one more interesting issue. We're not done yet. We're not done yet.
What? Why?
Because Roz's camera is frozen and no one else's is.
Select her camera in OBS, and then you'll see a little thing that says activate, deactivate. You can deactivate it and reactivate it.
I think
got it.
That should work.
Matt's either frozen or he's very patient.
No, he might.
I am definitely frozen as well.
Okay, we're doing great, everybody. We're doing great. Okay,
the gremlins are out to get us today.
They sure are. I'll be. Hold on, just a moment here, gang. Doing a bit of last minute.
It's funny because okay.
Not still.
I know we probably should have kept the chat going while Fungus was helping us with audio. It's just like mild
Alain,
panic, jokes from us.
See the refresh button? You have a refresh button underneath it, up the like highlight the one camera.
And then there's
then on the bar you see properties. Interact. No, no up from it.
Got it.
Hit that.
Hey, Roz,
There we go.
move your face. Okay, good. All right, good.
Oh, I see Roz blinking, but I'm still frozen.
Let's go.
I'm still frozen. I'm not. I don't think.
Thank you all in chat for sticking around and having a good time and talking to each other while we got just weirdly.
We were
by gremlins.
Yeah, they don't want this game to happen, which is okay. It means that they're probably on your side. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Eternity Fragment. This is Questline's D&D 5e limited play game, which is our love letter to Final Fantasy and the Golden Age of the JRPG. A lot of special powers that make the players feel powerful, but in the end, it won't do them any good. This is the final episode. If you've been following along this whole time, thank you very much for your for sticking around, and thank you for your patience as well. I know it's been a few weeks since we've played, and if you're just joining us for the first time, then you can find our stuff on YouTube, so you could see all of the previous episodes there.
Link in the chat.
There's a link in the chat. Thank you, Trevor.
Alain,
before we... Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna cut you off and just get you to do a thing. It's another one little tech thing. In OBS on your mic slider, bring it down a bit because you're peaking.
Okay, I can bring it down a bit that away too, and we're good.
Yeah, sorry.
How we doing?
Because
No, yeah,
you're
okay.
peeking everybody.
Everybody hears you too much. Okay. Before we begin tonight's game, we would like to start by acknowledging that we are coming to you live from the traditional unceded territories of the Musqueam Nation. We recognize the absolute privilege that it is to work and play on these beautiful lands, and we encourage you, those of you in the chat, to holler at us and let us know what traditional lands you're coming to us from. Okay, so we've had a lot of tech errors. We've had all kinds of wacky things. It's been a long time coming. I'm gonna get the players to tell me who they are and what characters they are playing. starting with Sam.
Hey all, I'm Sam, and I'll be playing Silwar Starlight, a life cleric who was raised on the slums and streets of Havenstaff, has found his way towards this group of divine heroes, and will be an officiant and participant in today's marriage.
Next.
So we've decided that's happening.
No,
Got it.
no. Okay, see, here's the thing: is you can't just say things and then they have. Like, I know that's like the name of the game is you say things and then they happen.
By the divine radiance, I join these four beings in holy matrimony.
You gotta stop. Okay. Next, Roz, holler at us, please.
Hi everybody, I'm Roz, and today I'm playing Serif. She is a barbarian, and she is the path of the ancestral guardian. She is an ancestral protector of the Athenaeum of Azantris, a great underwater library. And in that library, she met Martin, and she also was gifted some great powers, and with it comes along with her spectral otters that she summons whenever she rages.
Okay, jumping on down to Matt.
I'm Matt, and I am playing Martin Goodapple, and I'm a halfling wizard of the Order of the Scribes, and I just really like books, you know? Like, when you're reading a book, it's just a portal to kind of anywhere you want to go that, like, anybody can use. You don't need magic for this portal. It's pretty great. And I like books a fair amount. They're sort of my life. Speaking of which, I travel with my awakened spell book, Fiona, and she's very helpful on these things. She has lots of good ideas. Turns out, actually historically important. And reunited with her siblings, because books have siblings. And yeah, she's sort of a love of my life.
I know, I think that's like lots from Martin. We've got a really good feel about who he is. Thank you so much. We're just going to move along to the last member of the Heroes of Light.
Oh yeah, and I heard all of that. And last but not least, Trevor.
Yes, hello. I'm playing Taalivad, a monk from the land known as the Valley of Endless Dawn, of a city called, not a city, a town called Solastir. I'm an Asimar, and I practice the way of the Sun Soul Monk, and our people are a warrior people that are sworn to protect the light. Although we have learned some things in the journey with these heroes that maybe our idea of what the light stands for might be a little skewed. And I just recently merged in some form with a dragon, an ancient dragon lord, and I don't exactly know what that means yet.
Wait, so is this a 5-way marriage now?
Oh, absolutely.
Ah.
I mean, technically, we have there's Fiona and the reunited siblings in the ring, so that's like an 8-way.
Right. Okay.
It could get a little awkward occasionally, but I think with good communication, we can really make this work.
Okay. Just as a quick aside, hey gang, tell the audience why you think getting hitched is a good plan right now.
It shows our absolute devotion to each other and the light.
And
a +2 to AC.
There's always like legal benefits and stuff to getting married. It's good for taxes. It's good for defenses. It's just, it's helpful all around.
Additionally, we've all proved our devotion to the light.
Yeah, it's a piece of paper that gives you a whole bunch of new rights.
Does anyone here want to die alone? I would like to know the joy of marriage before dying.
I've been always searching for a great cause that would bring me the honor of a last name.
You can definitely get a last name by marrying somebody. I think that's very common in a lot of traditions.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
How long does the marriage ritual take?
Oh, about an hour and a little bit.
And
then we get a honeymoon.
And everyone involved needs to be present.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, who wants to tell me what happened in the last game? Just like an overview. You can either volunteer or I can roll.
Yeah, what led us to all fall in love and get married between sessions?
Whenever you roll, it just ends up on me. So
it's true. It does happen.
How about I'll start and then you can fill us in because you've got the really emotional part at the end there.
This is one of the few times where it's been a while and I didn't get to rewatch this episode because life has been crazy lately.
But as a group, you know what? If
let's fill the gaps in together.
We're pitching that we're going to get hitched. So let's all do it together. So we started out and we did a very challenging transition into the next area because we knew we were entering into some serious, the shit's been going down. I got really mad. Classic. And we all went butt first through the door. Super convinced that was the only way to do it.
That was
rather than
it made all the difference.
It did.
For sure.
Yes.
We were told, confirmed.
Far more important than the fact that we were all concentrating and focusing on truth.
Yeah, we could concentrate so well because we didn't have to concentrate on the door in front of our face. We were just like butts to the wall. It focuses you, and then you just lean back like trust fall, focused. And there we go. It was all the butts against the door.
You can't even say it with a straight
face. Yes,
well,
we faced the fourth betrayal. And we, oh wow, there was more than that before we went through the door. In the third betrayal, I had jumped onto the crystal and saw into eternity, essentially, into the cosmos, and saw a dragon made of stars that told me to find it. And then I did the same on the fragment. We all jumped up on the fragment. 3 of us got up there. And I was looking into, I entered the void once again. Through the crystal, through the eternity crystal itself, and then when I tried to move toward the voice when I was floating in the void, I believe I began to fall and was caught. Yeah.
I also entered the void for a little bit.
Did you? Oh, yes. That was, yes. Once we were in the fourth betrayal, we came across a hellscape and some form of machine that we knew not the origin of, and a very starry dragon.
Yeah.
And it was a really interesting conversation as soon as we got there because it was like, we're here to fight, and then it was like, hi guys.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It knew who we were. It knew our names and that we were the heroes of light, and it was self-aware that it was trapped in a repeating fragment of time.
And that we could break it out.
Yes. Yes.
But we'd have to kill it.
The difference, though, was that we actually realized after we fought it that it wasn't dead, and that we, in fact, went to heal it. And that's when it dissolved into floating scales that all were ethereal and all fired into me, and I have one left in my forehead.
Yeah.
We also almost lost our cleric.
Yes.
It was really close, and we've only got one.
I was stressed out. Saw all of you go off to different parts of the map. Spells don't quite reach as far as they used to, you know?
Oh my goodness, how old is Silwar, though? Is he like 20?
Oh, 21.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one makes all the difference.
It does in most states, yes. Okay, so
I believe I left off carrying Silwar's body.
was Silwar not resurrected?
We did. We got him back.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. So I'm gonna switch over to Theater of the Mind here, and that's
Could you
yes.
remind me what the dragon's name was? Because I can't think of anything but Bahamut.
The dragon's name was Amut the
Amut.
Wise.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's that was intentional.
Mhm.
If we all made that.
Adjust my chair, and we're good. Okay, so when we last left you, you found yourselves rising back up from the depths of this last, or rather first, chronological betrayal, and into darkness again. A transient state of places you find yourselves in again, weightless, hard to tell where you are and where any direction ends and the other begins again, and you find yourselves in this state for quite some time. So,
DM, do we sense each other?
Roll
Or
me.
marital bond?
Roll me. Wisdom, please. Or perception.
Everyone?
Yes.
Ooh, perception.
Take a perception. Filthy 20.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
Ooh.
8.
Okay.
That's my modifier.
That's too much.
Oh, which means 17. Good number.
It is a good number. And Martin? What?
Perception or straight
Yeah.
wisdom?
Okay.
Yeah.
Talking to your book?
I have to make it so I can't see chat.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that was cocked because it got caught under the case for Martin's pipe.
Okay.
That's way better. Good on that one. It is a filthy 20.
Okay.
Oh, me too. Nice.
So, three of you, if you beat 12, then you know that your friends are there with you. It's dark all around you, but you know that as you started to go up in a vertical space, and as far as you know, your teammates haven't parted from you just yet. I'm gonna roll a D4 now because it's one of my favorite things.
I too like pyramids.
Definitely the most dangerous of the dice.
I've taken to rolling dice to make all decisions while I'm streaming, regardless of what I'm streaming.
We're gonna start with Serif. Serif. Normally in these instances, in this places in between a memory and the fragment nexus, I ask you to recall something. This time, however, something else happens. This time, you find yourself at home.
Oh. Fuck. It's not like a super nice room, because it's in the keep at the Athenaeum. It's really sparse. You know, I don't really decorate with a lot. There's lots of like old plates with the remains of food kind of sitting there. And I look around at my really sad room. And yeah, I can probably hear sounds of the Athenaeum outside.
Yeah. There's like a bit of a hustle and bustle. Not too much, as it is a library in some areas, but closer to where you are, this is where the guard stay. So you might hear some outside of your halls in a state of training.
Yes, it seems smaller than I remember.
Mhm.
Like it was always kind of okay that as a part of the watch and the protectors,
Mhm.
it always felt like, you know, this is just the place that you just sleep here, so what's the big deal? But you know, there's a bit of a map from the last adventure that I went on with Martin, and there's probably some correspondence as we were off to investigate, learning about the Heroes of Light and all of that. You know, there's some of my own research and books on it, but it's all kind of shoved to the side. You know, and there's all of my tools to upkeep my weapons. But the space is really lonely. And it's does not feel like home. Anymore.
What is the name of your commander and mentor?
I'm blanking, Alain. We named him last time. Do you remember?
Vaguely.
Does anyone?
He's in D&D Beyond.
Oh, what was it?
They're all named after things with fonts, because it's serif and then
Sans.
Oh,
what was it?
Kern.
Kern? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, like the kerning between letters. Yeah. Kern. Yeah.
You hear the familiar gruff voice of Kern at the door of your room, and he asks, "Are you going to miss this place?"
I miss you.
Oh, yes. Well, I remember
Salty bastard.
I remember I stayed in a room just like this, if not a few square inches tighter. Maybe it was just my size or what have you, but I know when I got my first promotion through the ranks, and this room was, I had to leave it behind.
And your leg.
Oh, that was long gone by then, I assure you. Mind you, when every night I stayed in a room like this, I thought I would be just elated to be rid of it, to finally be granted the amenities of a higher station, and yet couldn't help but feel a bit sentimental. How about you?
I always wanted adventure.
Well, you've had it.
I guess I just...
You became a hero of light and saved the world from the forces of chaos. We can sleep easy for one more generation because of the work you've done. Grand adventure, indeed.
We're not done.
What?
We're not done, Kern. I don't believe that you're real. And I'm so sorry that I never told you this when I was at the Athenaeum. But I'll never have a family again, because that's how it works for us before we pass on as protectors. But you'll always be mine, and I'll miss you.
You could stop here. Now. You can go out there in the wide world and find a family. All your own.
And that's how I know you're not really Kern, because you would never tell me that. You'd know why. I'm not done. I'm full of fire, like you always said. In the ocean. And I'm not ready to burn out. There's still something to finish. The Heroes of Light. Together.
He nods his head and steps out of the room, but then he stops and turns back in, and the hallway outside of the room that you're in goes dark, and you just see his eyes, and you hear him say, "Ever burning in the ocean. And as your flame flickers out, you will watch your home burn in the fires of chaos."
Yeah. Not yet. And not us. And not on our watch. We're here to stop this.
The door slams shut and you're propelled back into the darkness again. Not sure if you're rising or falling. Silwar. You find yourself in the Church of Havenstaff. You look up around you. There are rafters and scaffolds that have been erected to repair the stained glass that was shattered by assassins. The forgive me, the bishop of Havenstaff, the half orc wearing the tall, almost papal hat and adorned garments, approaches you, and he says, "May the light guide you, Silwar."
And with you, Bishop.
You've done such wonderful things. What will you do now?
Wonderful things. There's so much left to do. My work is never done, if you've told me. Many times you've told me.
Indeed, I have. But that was before you bestowed the wondrous title of a hero of light, a task that many don't come back from. Can I let you in on a little secret? It's okay if you take a break every now and again. What you've done is so much bigger than any one act of healing or grace. You have given the people time, and you've made yourself a symbol. How wonderful.
Right. It's always about what I've done, the things, the gifts that I have, the healing I've bestowed, that I've shared with the entire church. It's never about Silwar. You never look at me. You look past me every time.
Do you want it to be about you, Silwar?
I wanted it to be about my parents. Why didn't you take us in? You could have protected us from the cold. We could have saved so many more. And what's it worth?
There are always so many to save. It is a field of darkness out there. You were a shining light in it.
And there's still more to save. What of the Athenaeum? What of Taalivad? What of any of them? Where are they?
Home.
No. This was never home. My home's with them.
Then go and die with them. You see the stained glass begins to crack and fracture, and then a dark fog swoops in and takes you up as you fall.
Cover myself with my wings.
As you fall up again in the darkness. Martin.
Mm-hmm.
You find yourself home. And not home in the Athenaeum, but in your family home. The house of your mother and father and all of your siblings. But they are not here. You are alone here.
This is neat. Wow, like, I wonder, like, doesn't feel like a dream, but yeah. What do you think, Fiona? Yeah, it's really cool. Whatever it is, neat.
You hear footsteps behind you.
Ooh,
and
what's coming?
And behind you, you see a silvery maiden. Her skin and long flowing robes and long flowing hair are translucent, and in her hand is a book, and she says, "Hello, Martin."
Hi. Are you my subconscious?
No.
Are you magic?
Yes.
Is this a different dimension?
No.
Have you co-opted my dreams?
No.
Well, now I'm interested. You had my attention.
She smiles at you and says, "That was only 4 questions. You have 17 more if you want them." Oh, fine. I'll just skip ahead. It's me, Fiona.
Oh, that explains the somewhat silence there. Yeah. Cool. You look lovely in person. I mean, I always knew you would, but like, yeah, you're aware that like maybe a little more opacity in the clothing might be helpful. I mean, not if you're just appearing to be, then, you know, opacity, what does it matter? But you know, if you're gonna be appearing to people in public, which I guess you're probably not, because none of this is real. So I'm really curious. Like, so Fiona, are you talking to me in my mind in the same similar sense that you always do, but like you've gained extra powers so that like now we can actually see each other? Or is this something else entirely?
She says you don't remember the battles and everything you did. Surely they haven't taken such a toll. You won, Martin. We won.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
We had a whole big conversation about how there was still stuff to do. That dragon, we were all like, oh my gosh, should we trust the dragon? Should we not? And we had the whole thing. And in the end, we were all pretty inclined to go along with it. So, yeah. Why? You were there.
It was done.
No, I just explained how it wasn't. You were there.
And I'm telling you, you're wrong. Something must be affecting your mind, but this is it. This is us now.
It's not. Don't sound like Fiona.
She says, "It can be us."
But it's not.
But it can be.
No, it can't.
Why not?
Because it's not. I mean, we can say whatever we want, but you're obviously just in my head. Like, none of this is real. Like, why would I go along with this? I know what's going on.
She opens up her book book and says, "It can't be because it's not, isn't how causality works." Martin, you and I both know that.
Actually, it is how causality works.
No, because if something is, doesn't, then it is. But if something is not, that doesn't mean it can't be. It can be if you want it, if you make it happen.
Wanting things is not the same as manifesting them, unless you're casting a spell, of course.
Well, that's
which I totally could do.
That's why I said if you want it, you can make it happen, and I'm telling you, you can.
No, because it wouldn't, like, I can't just change the entire world for people, because, like, this is silly. I mean, if you're talking to me in my sleep, because you're obviously not Fiona, then you're probably talking to everybody else, too, in which case you're making very similar offers, so that contradicts everything, so it really doesn't seem like I should be going along with
Then
this,
why did you...
Also,
become a hero of
if you
light?
were Fiona, we wouldn't be talking in my family home. And B, the fact that we are talking in my family home suggests that I don't trust you. And should not.
Well, why not? With your family gone, you've inherited this home, and with...
They're not gone.
With the power bestowed by the holy radiance, I am made whole.
My family's gone. Doing their own thing.
Without you?
Unless you're saying you killed them all, in which case I have even less inclination to go along with you here.
No, it's just time, Martin. Time took them all. But it won't take us.
Oh, well, it absolutely should. Why would I want to live forever?
That's fair, then. Then let's close the book on you. And you're pulled into darkness again, rising up. Taalivad.
Yes.
You find yourself in a tent. You recognize this tent. It is a preparation space in your village. You know that outside of the tent is the packed dirt of the circular arena in your town of Solstice. Your hands are wrapped. You are prepared for combat. They need only call your name, and that is what they do. Taalivad!
What? Are you here?
You don't hear
Any
any.
gun response?
You don't hear any answer. No.
I'll exit the tent.
Okay. You step out of the tent, and waiting for you in the middle of the arena, blazoned with furs and the emblem of a lion, is your sister.
How is this possible?
How is what possible, Taalivad?
How am I here?
Because you came here and challenged my title by right.
I would never do that.
And yet here we are. You came here bearing the emblem of a dragon, and you tell me that it is more worthy of my seat than the lion. Come. I'll make it quick. She cracks her knuckles and assumes a stance.
I just open my palms and lay them at my side. I should not be here. We chose not to return. This is not...
You're right. You shouldn't be here. And she lunges forward and strikes at you. Roll a d20, please.
Just straight?
Yep.
18.
She throws a sequence of punches and claw attacks, and you out of the way. Do you retaliate?
I will not retaliate with blows, but use her momentum against her to send her one way and gain some distance.
Okay. She stumbles past you and assumes her stance again.
Kandrad, if this is a challenge for your seat, I denounce my claim.
Then what good are you? You are the strongest of a people. And
I
you
have
won't
asked...
lead them.
I am not our people's leader. You are, and I understand that now. I have found a purpose, and I did not think I could come back here.
Your purpose was wrong, and she spins at you with like a spinning kick in the air. Roll a d20, please.
14.
Yeah, you deftly duck out of the way, and her strike hits nothing but air.
Okay. Kandrad, stop.
I won't stop. Why won't you take your title?
I have my title, and it is not yours.
What is it?
I have found that with the other heroes of light, we can end this. It is not a real title, it is a purpose. I was envious of you my whole life, and I realize now that by wanting what you had, I drove us apart. And I am sorry.
She drops her hands and says, very well. The light of your people will live on through me. The light that courses through your veins will be extinguished. And she lunges forward one more time, and this time connects. Boom! Palm strikes you, and as you fall, you begin to fall upward in the darkness. all four of you look up and see the light piercing through the darkness one more time. You see the radiant aura of the fragment nexus, followed shortly after by the fragments of marble and stone, and then the platform itself as your ascent slows and you land gently on the platform of the fragment nexus. And as I very quickly
we all made it. Did you all see your homes?
I do now.
Well, I mean, not my
Jakes.
home, but like the place I grew up.
Yes.
You see. Oh no, sorry. Go on, please.
I assume that was the chaos that exists within the light, tempting us to stop.
Certainly seemed like it. Definitely did not want us to keep going forward and seemed really pretty suspicious, I think.
Yes.
Like it was trying to goad us to do something.
Mm-hmm.
My vision was not of home, but of the High Fragment Keeper, the bishop.
Ah. Eolus?
Yes.
Mine was my sister. She was attacking me.
Did you
It
feel
was
the dragon?
Fiona. She was looking smoking hot, but like, now I don't even know whether to believe. Yeah, apparently that was pretty accurate in terms of what looks would be, because she gets to choose, and she was like, yeah, that looks pretty good. But, I mean, she would get to choose because she doesn't have a body, so if she was going to, yeah, you guys follow along. But, yeah, it wasn't Fiona, because, like, let's be honest, it's, debate skills were not up to snuff. Ration his reason it was a little bit of a joke, but definitely not Fiona.
I'm feeling personally attacked now.
Taalivad, though, did you sense the dragon in yours?
No, and that was the first thing that made me feel like something was off.
Do you feel Amit now?
Amut? Do I?
roll me a wisdom check, please.
Straight wisdom.
Yes, please.
10.
Okay. You don't hear a voice speak to you, but the dragon scale that is embedded in your forehead is still surging and coursing with magical energy. It doesn't feel absent.
And it did previously.
When you were in that
yeah.
Yes, in that state, yes, it did.
Yes, we are back.
Anybody else get threatened by whatever it was?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quite physically, I was being attacked by my sister.
I got glassed.
You got what?
Glassed.
What does that
Like
mean?
in the beginning when we were at the stained glass. exploded.
Oh. That's horrifying. Like,
I remember sharp and then falling up.
All right. So,
I got offers to live forever,
Oh,
wow.
which is just a shitty proposition.
Why?
doesn't Fiona live forever? You could join her.
But, like, she was never mortal. Why would I like? I don't need to live forever.
But
life is loneliness, and that doesn't need to go forever.
Do you not believe that when your body dies, you will live on in the light?
Oh no. No, you just die.
Oh, but the
It's
light
great.
believes it. And
I mean, it might do different things for different people. Like, but like, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, it'll just be blessed darkness and nothingness. So probably not even darkness. I don't really know how to conceive of it because it will just not be, which will be great. You know, like,
Martin,
yeah.
even with all of us, are you lonely?
I mean, I don't know that
I take his hand. We've been traveling together for years. You never told me that you felt lonely.
not, that's why I like traveling. It's not as bad then, but like, you know, just people come and go. People are temporary. You know, I don't connect with them, and yeah. But I mean, sometimes I wish, you know, it'd be nice, but when we're traveling, there's lots. We go to towns, I talk to people. I'm the life of the party, you know. Like, people are always introducing me. We were talking about this earlier. Whenever I go to a party, I mean, everybody's like, "Hey, have you talked to this guy?" And then like they just want to spread my conversation around so that everybody
put a hand out
But
on the back of Martin's head and just kind of, you know, slide that hand down to his shoulder, and then I look out to the other two heroes.
I've moved right up to Martin, and I'm down. I mean, it looks like it here, because I'm crouched, but I've basically taken a knee and extend a hand to his other shoulder. Martin, you commune with an eternal book. You wear a ring that has the essence of that book's siblings. You are in a place outside of time, and yet you believe that after you die, there is nothing?
I mean, yeah, all that is stuff that happens while I'm alive.
But it is proof that there is more than this. And I just squeeze his shoulder.
But like, it's not proof. Well, no, it's not proof that there's more than this. It's proof that there is this. Nothing about this implies more.
When have been coming back from these trials, have you not felt a connection, much like we have now, but differently, where without a sense of your body, there is still a connection between the four of us?
But that just seems like magic linking. I don't know. Like, it feels like it's not a familiar feeling, but like, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's an awareness, but like, it's, I don't know. It's, you know, isn't that just, I'm aware of that tree that, well, I guess I'm not aware of the tree because there's no trees in here, but it would be nice to be in a forest right now, wouldn't it? Be like
Wouldn't
shady.
it?
Yeah, quiet. What were we
Silwar.
talking? Yeah. What? Who? What?
I think it's absolutely a connection for all of us. And you know what this calls for? Group hug.
Uh-huh.
I think I'll suffocate.
I'll get you, Martin. I'll get you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh,
You have to beat a 20.
Ooh.
So I have to get a nat 20.
What's a D4?
Yeah, D4 ain't gonna do shit.
The Grinch's heart grew 5 sizes that day.
Yeah, so yeah, for sure. You don't suffocate, but you are smothered to a point where you cannot deny that you are not alone and you are loved.
I mean, what that is, but sure. I mean, it feels weird, is what it feels like. It's different.
Mm-hmm. 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 You all gain the benefits of a short rest.
A short rest?
A short rest.
That's alarming.
DM Game Master friend.
Yes. Hi.
I'm in the Talespire, but I see a screen that says waiting on GM.
Oh, interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I do have the 3 of you here. And I did summon you. Let's see here.
You've been summoned.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a short rest, then I shall try to heal
Interesting. Players.
what I have on hand.
Oh, also,
I'll
do
use hit die.
we all leveled? Does that not? It's not like World of Warcraft rules.
I mean, so technically in Final Fantasy, that is what happens.
It's not.
Narrative logic.
You know what?
Not narrative logic. This is structural thematic logic.
It's
That's
structural
fair. That's
thematic logic. I'm making a roll right now.
I was quoting Elendar, or Alain at the table in Reddit roll.
I was quoting Martin and being pedantic.
You get the benefits of a long rest because I
Nice.
rolled high. Okay. So, yeah, I do have you here. Rue, you should be able to see what we see and play what we play, but it doesn't show you as on the board.
Right.
Another demon to
right?
manage.
I see Serif.
No, you see Serif's model, but you don't see her as one of the
Oh.
players on the side, right?
Oh.
Yeah. No, I do not.
I will come back in again. Let me try
Okay,
that.
yeah, word.
Have we tried turning it off and on again?
We've tried a lot of that. Okay, all right.
It's still the same Eternity Fragment campaign in it.
Yeah,
There isn't a different title
yeah.
for the finale. Okay.
Discord keeps telling me you're playing Talespire.
Oh, I've had it open the whole time. All right. Begin. Eternity Fragment. I'm in the list. Hit play. Brings me to the waiting on GM Eternity Fragment Crystal map.
Okay, then, but you're there, right?
Yeah.
So let me just do a quick little thing here and summon players.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
there you go.
exciting. That looks
There
good.
you go.
Oh,
Excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so
I feel smothered in love.
and I will get and I will get everyone to roll a perception check, please.
Yeah. Let's go. Oh.
Rough.
27.
27? Okay.
That's good. I got a 6.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
These dice are ready to go.
Yeah.
8.
Okay. Mr. Martin, can you roll a perception check, please?
16.
Okay. If you beat 15, you see that the flame of healing that is normally here is gone now. The crystal of the Eternity Fragment itself is still here, high in the sky, but that like glowing beam of radiant energy falling into a font below is gone now.
So, Amut said before the battle that there was chaos within the light, sort of an impurity, and that we must try to extinguish that.
You hear a voice say, Amut is a liar and a traitor. He was such a good friend and ally. When it first happened, I didn't see it coming.
Who was this speaking?
I am the Icon, the first defender of the Radiance.
Are you the voice that we met just now, each of us?
The voice that each of you met was from within. It was your own doubt.
Insight check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Well, good insight, but
I got it. I've got +4 and I only rolled a 9.
I have +4 and I rolled a 15.
Okay. You had to beat a 17.
Good number.
It is a good number, yeah. It's gonna happen a lot, I think.
Pretty sus.
Yeah. So the voice says, no, it was within you. Each and all of you. Because to face the Radiance is to commit treachery. But the corruption of the chaos, alas, has reached all of you.
Why would the Radiance try to persuade us to do something like to take my sister's seat? That is not what I want.
It was not the Radiance. It was the corruption. Each of you is faced with a choice now. You can go forth into the world and fight the corruption. You can continue to do your work as heroes of light, or you can believe Amut and face me. And with that, you see a shimmering image, immensely tall, appear in front front of you, and you see a massive statue of a just beaming with radiant energy of the icon, the first defender of the Radiance.
Question. You're all like, oh, to go against the Radiance and corruption and stuff, but like, what says that Radiance is any good?
We are the light that shines on the world. We are.
Have you ever looked directly at a sun? It's not good.
You're right. To look upon it can cause harm. But that is what happens when power goes uncontrolled.
You look at it and it causes harm. It's hiding something.
What do you want?
The end of corruption. The end of chaos.
Yeah, define as corruption. Maybe what you think is corruption, I think is pretty fucking badass.
Then perhaps you are lost after all.
Or you are.
No.
You got no basis here. You just keep telling us things like we're supposed to believe you because like it's you, but what have you ever done for me?
Is this because you have that speck of corruption within you? Is that the test? That we must end you to reform you?
There is no corruption within me.
Says someone that is corrupt.
You need
Did
not...
you used to be different?
The icon stops and says, I was once young. I was once small. My light was faint then. But through sacrifice,
What kinds of sacrifice?
My own. I made the Radiance go from a flickering flame to the guiding light of the world.
Yeah, again, in my experience, you generally don't want a flickering flame to grow such that it takes over and dominates the world.
I look at Silwar. Anything from the ye old church teachings?
I mean, there's nothing inherently good about radiance. Like, heat is radiance, and it fucking hurts. I mean, it can be good. But like, exactly, like, what is good? What is evil? Why is radiant good? What is, like, give me some facts here. What's your platform?
What's standing on?
You said Amut was a betrayer.
Yes.
How? What was his crime?
Amut sought to corrupt me, sought to destroy me, and take my place. You are right. Radiance can burn and rend flesh, but under my guidance it heals and keeps at bay the darkness. Under Amut, it would not have.
Okay, so like walk me through it. What would happen if you weren't around guiding Radiance anymore? Like if you just stepped aside, took a good long vacation, you probably earned it. Sounds like you've been doing this a really long time. What if
This
you
is my station and my vow. Once I made it, there was no going back. You understand.
I mean, I don't, but I get it. Sounds important to you. But like, just because you took an oath to something, like what'd you take an oath to? What are the facts behind this? What is your motivation and what are your end goals? Because like, it could be anything. You say that Amut was a traitor, and maybe you were betrayed by Amut, but maybe you betrayed other people first, so he was actually not the betrayer, and you were the betrayer, although you were betrayed, but you were betrayed because you were a betrayer, which is really not a betrayal, it's justice.
Well, look at what you have changed. We've gone
I
back.
followed that.
Absolutely, it was
changed
perfectly
the past
logical.
before.
Yeah.
You're saying you can't go back, but we can. We can affect things. Look at Vivi, and look at Amit. Thank you.
You got it.
Yes, Silwar, you are right. We've all made a decision to be here, and we have made a difference in these that it seems no other heroes have. Are we going to listen to this thing?
I mean, our judgment's been like pretty solid so far. Like, so I say if it ain't broke, keep following those intuitions.
Team Butts!
What?
With our butts.
Oh,
we have
butts
to-
with the door. Yeah,
It was-
I thought
it
you
was-
said buds, and I was like trees.
It was your idea, Martin. It was butts.
Yeah. Butts. Butts are awesome.
The icon says, very well.
If you're gonna tell me you don't like butts, this is over right now.
Roll an insight check, please.
Who? Just Martin?
Yep.
16.
Gonna flip a coin here. You get the vibe that the icon of the holy Radiance does not like butts.
Yeah, I don't think it likes butts, guys.
Well,
Like, does that sound like a trustworthy person to you? I mean, I'm not saying, like, I get if you're not, like, a butt person, right? Like, that's, to each their own and stuff, but, like, you still gotta, like, who doesn't see, like, a good butt and be like, I gotta appreciate that. Like, it doesn't necessarily imply sexual attraction.
Their voice booms out. It appears, then, that your decision has been made.
Yeah, let's kick some butt.
They don't have a butt. They don't like them.
So be
Well,
it.
just because they don't like them doesn't mean they don't have them. I can see its butt.
I believe you're thinking of asshole.
The icon says, so be it.
I cast Hex.
We are going to take a short break. And when we come back, some things are going to happen. What is the current time now? 7:30. Let's say we'll be back in 10. All right.
Pedantic Martin time. It's 7:33.
Then it is that we'll be back in 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The number doesn't change. Who knew? Okay. All right, everybody.
Just making sure 7:43 is the back time.
Well, it's 7:44 now.
Yeah.
Shit. We'll be back, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Eternity Fragment, Episode 6, the finale. Our 4 heroes of light are facing the icon of Radiance. This is a being of immense power. Those of you who know that the Church of the Holy Radiance doesn't worship a particular deity, they only devote their lives to the shining light that they use to help others and cleanse the world of darkness and chaos. If, however, they did worship a god, this would be the closest thing to it. And they just made up their minds to fight it. So, with that, you big dumb idiots, let's roll it. Let's roll initiative.
Are we?
Oh, it didn't seem like the time to jump into it before because I was busy jumping into it with random Martin stuff. But as soon as that started getting tense, like mage armor went on.
Oh, yeah. I figured y'all were, because you also said hex, right?
I said hex. I cast hex.
Could you tell me what hex does, please?
Hex. Oh, one sec. I place a curse on a creature that I can see within range, which is 90 feet, which is definitely in range.
Yep.
Until the spell ends, which is up to an hour. I deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever I hit it with an attack. And I also get to choose one ability that it has disadvantage on ability checks made. Does anyone have a preference?
Intelligence checks.
What were you going to say there, Sam?
Oh, I was going to say probably something like acrobatics or athletics, but I don't know how we're going to grapple it, so it doesn't really matter. Remember, abilities, not saves. Abilities.
Yes, abilities.
That gets me as a warlock
intelligence
all the
doesn't
time.
matter so much then.
I will give it disability on
Disadvantage.
sorry.
Does the icon need to make a roll for that?
No, this is just, it just has disadvantage on my chosen ability, and it's just on ability checks, not on saving throws.
Yeah. Okay.
I will do
For all of Ready to Roll, we were using it on saving throws.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if it's just
critical
ability
roll-
checks, it's virtually useless.
Critical Role also made that mistake, and then Matt Mercer never let them forget.
Never again.
I actually want to figure out a reason that that's something special to Senos from Null Zakash.
Nice.
That
is great.
I
'cause
will.
Otherwise, Hex is useless.
It's great. Put it on Insight, then they can't tell you're lighting. Not the lighting.
If you're lying, yeah.
Or anything, or their athletic abilities to stop them from getting the grapples.
Back to this game. Are we doing fast and slow turns, Alain, or do you want us to actually roll?
We are doing fast and slow. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I say roll initiative because I can't help it, but yes, we are doing fast and slow.
So declare initiative.
Yes.
We're gonna fight.
Declare initiative. We go fight is very good.
If I had rolled initiative, it would have been 21.
Okay.
I will
To
make
clarify
it.
with Hex, with Warlocks have 2 spell slots. Hex takes one of them.
Yep.
So without that being saving throws, it's virtually useless.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Extra damage.
I will
D6.
make
Sorry,
it
I don't like.
Dex.
We watched the episodes where I was just like, "Fuck, I hate warlocks." And upcoming Ready to Roll it.
At that level. Okay, I'm so sorry, Alain. We're totally
No.
We're,
This is fine.
we're
This is
afraid to
just-
die.
This is
Just
giving me
so-
more time to read my stat block and go, okay, neat.
So the icon has disadvantage on dexterity, any dexterity checks, ability checks.
Okay. It doesn't take damage off of that at all.
Not till
No?
I hit it,
Okay, that's what I thought.
but
Okay,
then every time I hit it.
right. Okay, there you go. That's your turn then.
Oh no, I said that before we fought, before the break.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go slow.
Okay. All right. Fast, slow. We got
I will go
fast,
slow as well.
Slow. Yep. You're going slow.
So slow.
Okay. And Martin, how about you?
Slow.
Slow? Okay.
Yeah.
Then
Tactical clump.
everyone's going slow. Okay. You wish.
That's what you say. It's your turn.
Let's see.
Uh-oh.
That's a good point. My entire reason to take a slow turn is so that I can have the movement to get away.
Could go fast. Just move.
Yeah, I don't actually have a spell planned. Cool, I'm Scarpering. I can't Scarper very far. Oh, I could get behind that pillar. Hell yeah. Alright. Fast turn behind pillar. Where's me? Here. There I am.
Oh,
Who
yeah,
is
yeah,
me?
yeah. I don't need to.
Why is me?
That is automatically happening for sure. Let's see.
And you have mage armor up?
Oh yeah.
Okay. We didn't get married! Fuck!
I'll get everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Set the words at the top of the
Please.
show.
True. Con save. Copy that.
Savior of the cons. Is this a spell or spell-like ability?
Nat 20.
It is a spell. Amazing.
Also nat 20!
Yeah.
Stop lying.
22!
Also a good number.
Okay. All right.
Okay. You know, I was like, hey, I did okay, but apparently not. But I did roll a good number, so.
Hey. All right. Okay. Well, the con save you had to beat was 17. So
That was tight.
sure was. Let's see.
Oh.
Oh,
It's just motorcycle sound effects.
Oh, that's.
are we getting run over? Oh no.
No. Not getting run over.
It's like that enemy on the bridge in Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Boop, 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 boop,
Like
boop,
look
boop.
down, the check engine light is on.
Ah!
What does it mean?
Ghost Rider.
Nicolas Cage, get out of here.
Not the bees.
Okay, let's see here.
That's where Alain calls us.
Roll initiative, you big dumb idiots.
D20. All right. So, within that area that you find yourselves in, all of you made your save, so it will be. You'll each take cut in half 7 points of piercing. As the icon sends a flurry of swarming crystal fragments around in this area, and as they pierce you, the swarm stays.
I understand.
And that is the end of its turn.
Who's the big dumb idiot now?
Why?
Slow turns.
Yep. Let's go.
I rage.
Okay.
I would
You
I would politely like to request opportunity to rage, please.
Yeah.
Summon the slaughters!
Summon the slaughters!
Oh, they dance to like 80s rave.
Summon the slaughter! As 3 slaughters emerge.
The spectral slaughters!
And I'm gonna
Baby
give
Blue, Lapis, Turk. Bow, bow, bow.
Okay.
And I would also like to get the fuck out of these crystal swarm.
Okay.
Yep.
Crystal Swarm was here.
Yep.
And
15 feet of crystals.
It's not great.
It's 20
No.
feet of crystals.
yes.
Don't like.
Okay, where would you like to go?
I would like to race forward.
Uh-huh.
And then I would like to pull from my back the Dragoon Lance.
Uh-huh.
And I would like to leap and attack.
Okay.
And as I read the Dragoon Lance, with it provides a bunch of extra jumping bounce.
Yep.
So I can use my movement to race forward and the extra movement to reach them through the leap of the weapon.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this will take me... And then up in the air 30 feet and down. So just like boosh. And then...
Whoa. Okay.
It was really dramatic.
Yeah,
Should
it was.
we attack the crystal?
Make your attack roll, please. I'll let you know now, you have to beat an armor class of 18.
Oh, dang. Baby.
Silwar, do you have fairy fire? Okay.
I make this attack reckless.
Okay.
Oh, that's... It's a 20.
That's a hit.
I'm just gonna yell back at Silwar while I race past him and I do this, and I'm just gonna be like, I do this for all of you! And then I'm like, save me, oh my god. And then I just like, and then yeah, so with the Dragoon Lance, boosh. So that first one is a hit.
It was a mighty boosh.
Fuck off. Okay.
Big dumb idiots. What
Oh,
do you
no.
expect?
The first attack is 8 damage.
Uh-huh.
And I have a second attack as a level 7 barbarian. So I'll attack again. Just double checking. Okay, also so the effect of when I hit with the lance and the dragoon jump, I can inflict an extra 3d8 piercing damage.
Yeah.
So that extra damage is another 13 damage, and they make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
I don't know if you can knock this thing prone. That seems crazy, but it's only a DC 14.
Only a DC 14, hey?
The
Yeah.
bigger they are.
Maybe.
How do they prone?
It is not knocked prone.
That's fair. That's
So, what was the second bout of damage on that one?
fair. 13.
13. Okay.
A second attack. Oh, that's really bad. That is only that'll miss for sure. 12.
Okay.
And Alain, because this is reckless and very foolhardy.
Yeah. You are at disadvantage? Isn't that how it works?
Attacks are at advantage against me.
Attacks are at advantage against you. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everyone remember that thanks to chat, we all have our limit breaks available.
Yeah, we all do.
Yes.
Not-
Yep.
Using it yet.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
It's okay. I technically can't use mine yet. Anyway. Okay. Please go on ahead.
I'd like to go next.
Who was
Go for it.
Who was next for their slow turns?
Silwar's going.
Gonna get out of this cloud of bullshit. No, you claim to be Radiance? Then show me your moves. I summon the power of fire and light. Avail us! And I need you to make a dexterity save.
Dex save. Okay.
Yeah, DC's only 15.
Now I wish Hex was on saves.
It's a saving throw, though.
How
Not-
much? I have to.
No,
be,
I know.
What,
That's
what
what
did
I'm
you say? 13 or 15?
15.
15.
Don't
Dex
you
save.
dare! Out of here.
Oh, yeah. 16 actually, not by a lot, but all right.
Proves nothing.
Did it do anything? That's what I thought. Okay.
Purple and like pink lights like begin to shine around and just fade off into the nothingness. It's fine. It's fine. Don't you even think about it. Not anymore.
Okay.
I've put it out of my mind, and you shall put it out of yours. Somebody else go.
Are you done?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Here I come.
Actually,
Oh.
let's see here. It's still there, but I'm gonna check this out here, so I know your. Yeah, that's fine. So
No, it's not.
it'll have to do. Alas.
Where?
Okay, so Serif,
Yeah.
I need you to make me a strength saving throw, please.
14.
14? I'm sorry, that is not enough. As the icon spreads its wings and
Wait, Serif, add a D4. You're still close to me.
Oh! 17.
ah!
Good number.
You feel
Just repaying a debt.
you feel it is a good number. You feel the gust of wind from the buffeting of their wings push against you, but you are not pushed back or knocked prone.
Oh, it was really close. I just look back as I'm about to fall over. I look back and I see that not too far behind me is the cleric, and I see Silwar, and just it's probably a nod. And I just back down on my feet.
Awesome. Okay, now sorry. Now who was taking their
Taalivad.
turn? Excellent.
Okay. I have measured it, and I am advancing. And I guess I'm attacking, going for the nearest foot.
Yeah.
All right.
Attack away.
Attacking with my spear.
Attack away.
Attack away, attack away,
Attack away.
First one's a nat 20.
All
Second
right.
attack.
Oh!
Second
And an
attack
expert.
is a math 24,
Okay.
and I will
Mathing is fun.
Going for it or what?
I'm going to certainly do a flurry. Stand by. Sheesh.
That's also Taalivad in the kitchen.
Flurry. Ooh, that one does not hit. That is an 11 for the first unarmed strike.
Chat, stop voting for a TPK. We're gonna make it through this.
But the fourth hit is a 24 as well. Okay.
Okay.
So, oh boy, here comes some damage. Wait, the nat 20's full damage plus a roll, right?
Full plus a roll.
Full plus a roll. Oh, plus. Okay, hold on. Whoo! So 2 necrotic damage off that crit.
Okay.
But then
that is. That is doubled to 4.
Okay. And then that's 16, 21. 21.
Bludgeoning?
No. Where's that? Piercing.
Okay.
Yeah. And the second one was a hit. And then, so that'd be 4. Or I doubled the 2 on the necrotic again.
Yeah.
For the second hit. So that's 4 necrotic. And then 10 more piercing.
Okay.
And then for bludgeoning, 8 bludgeoning, and another 8 necrotic.
Okay.
Won't get up.
Whew.
Okay, so you sufficiently bludgeon the shit out of this thing.
And stab. There's a lot of foot stabbing.
You're punching marble stone and stabbing it, and as you go, you ignore the pain in your hands, and you see that with each of these like enhanced attacks by hex, that the necrotic damage is breaking and cracking the facade of this thing.
Excellent. That's me.
Okay, so that's everyone's turn. We're back at the top. Who would like to go fast? Who would like to go slow?
Alain, when we go slow, do we still have our bonus actions and reactions, or is it only movement and then one of our movement or action?
You still have when you go slow, you still have you have all of it. When you go fast, you have to.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
When you go fast, you have to choose between movement or action, and you still have everything else.
Still have bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will go fast.
I'm gonna go fast too.
I'll go so fast.
Word? Okay, cool.
We're scared. It's fine.
We're excited. It's fine.
Choose your words carefully. All right, go.
Serif's a little bit. We're all a little bit hurt, aren't we?
I'm not really worth healing necessarily. I have 3 hit points.
All right. Don't fear. I'm not messing around anymore.
Ooh.
Embrace eternity. I'm going to lift off the ground and begin to glow as I activate my Radiant Soul.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to channel that into a massive aura. Well, 30 feet aura.
It's massive.
Around me. Just be like, healing winds, guide me. Slapping my hands together, this like healing energy goes forth and hits into Serif. And that's pretty dang good. Plus 3 plus 5 is 10, 15, 13.
Oh, there it is.
5 is 18 points of healing.
Nice.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to make a roll.
Ooh.
But I'll...
Did I miss my chance to say fast action?
No, did you say one either way?
You didn't say one.
Did not.
Then-
I was
then yeah.
lost in my own thoughts.
Then yeah, take your pick.
Yeah, we're all going fast, I guess.
Yeah, fast.
Okay,
Fast for sure.
yeah. There you go. Okay, hang on. I need to make a roll. Pardon me, please.
Stop talking about TPKs.
Okay, and with that, the swarm of shards goes away with Taalivad's more than proficient flurry. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes. Who was taking their turn? You just healed Serif up a tiny bit, or emitted an aura. Yes. Silwar.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
right.
Good. All right. Who's-
Divine aura. Proper radiance.
Okay. Who's taking their turn next?
I'm going fast.
Yeah, I'm fast as well.
Yeah.
I think we're all fast. So.
Yeah. You're all fast. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, I'm gonna go next. I'm doing trident attacks.
Okay.
I have a crap. I mean, I'm going fast anyway, but
Do you need
Should
to go
I?
before me?
no. Should I have been rolling at advantage because the icon was already engaged by Serif, or do I need to get behind it for that?
One more time, please.
My attacks, should I have been rolling them at advantage for flanking, or like because it's already engaged, or do I need to get behind it to get a flank advantage?
Interesting. I
So
normally.
big, though.
It is really big.
Yeah, it is
Look at the
really
couple.
big, so it's probably not gaining the benefits of that unless it's actively engaged by everyone and completely surrounded. I'll house rule that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, according to the book, flanking is only directly across.
That's what I thought
Okay.
too. Yeah.
So I'd have to get behind, but I've already
Yeah.
chosen fast, so I can't move. I have
Yeah.
to org.
Yeah.
Just
That's
move.
fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Trident attacks.
Trident attack. Attack away.
Do it.
One is a hit, one's a miss
All right.
because I attacked twice.
Yep.
So I roll damage. Seven points of damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry, 9.
Okay.
And then no, I'm gonna hold everything else.
Okay. That's your.
Yeah,
Turn?
just I spin the dragoon lance as I had landed with it. It spins back into its place on my back, and my hands keep moving. So I pull the trident onto the other side, and now I'm just stabbing forward with the trident.
Okay.
You keep attacking that foot.
Great. Just before you do,
Boo.
the icon is going to ask you politely to make a strength saving throw.
Just me?
Just you.
14.
14. You do not.
D4.
Oh, before.
Don't you fuck you, Silwar. I swear to God, Silwar.
18.
I'm gonna die.
Okay, you feel the massive gust of wind from the buffeting of wings, but you are not pushed back.
Just knife edge to it. Aerodynamics.
And it turns its attention to Silwar for sure.
No. Actually, can it? Because of the slaughters, isn't there some sort of
It just turns its attention.
okay.
It's only once they do something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, now I'm
And these are also legendary actions. So
Word.
they're just kind of happening, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
I'm attacking with my spear.
Okay, attack away.
Good number. So that's 25 for the first.
That's a hit.
Only a 14 for the second spear attack.
Let's change that.
That does not hit.
Huh?
That does
Change what?
Oh, I can't change that. 14.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, what the hell? I'm gonna flurry.
Okay.
That's a botch.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a botch. Okay.
Yeah, the
It
first
gets-
one, and then the 23 on the second one. But yeah.
Okay, cool. Roll your damage, please,
Copy.
and mark the necrotic if you still have it.
Yeah, I do. Weakness. That's sorry. So 6 piercing off the first hit. And 2 necrotic.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, did I only have 2 hits? Did my second spear attack hit?
No, sorry, the third one didn't hit, and the
I
fourth one
botched
hit, right?
on my first unarmed, but did I hit
Right.
with my second spear attack?
I think I only heard 3 attacks.
Yeah, I heard 3 hits, right?
3 hits. Okay.
No,
and
3
then
like
I
3 attack rolls, right?
Oh no,
Oh,
I did.
he did a
I know I
flurry.
hit on the.
And then did a first, and then a fourth.
Yeah, I've done 4, but I don't remember if the second one hit.
There's a botch and a 14 that missed.
14 that missed. That's right.
Okay, right.
Okay,
Thank you.
So
Okay,
that's your damage total then?
Not yet. So that is 4 necrotic and 7 bludgeoning,
Okay.
additional to the original.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is...
By the way, they've changed in Beyond where you track your key points and how you spend them. It's no longer a bunch of little ticks. There's like a plus minus thing.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't find it.
Okay.
I was like, where the hell are my key points?
Okay. That's the end of your turn then?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Give me just a moment here.
Concentrate.
It's for sure within. But I'll be absolutely sure. Oh yeah. Okay. Then. So from here.
Ba-ba-ba.
Oh no. This is where the limit gets broken.
No, it's not. You know what? You're going over here then.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
This is Silwar calling about your extended life insurance.
Yikes.
I don't like this.
What do you mean my subscription has lapsed? You what? You don't have my goblin on file?
Okay. That is it. That is it. The legendary action. Who's next?
Wait, what?
You.
Just a
You see.
I have to go. I have to go.
All right. Cool. You see a cylinder of light beams down from the sky and envelops you all. That's it.
Well, that's not fucking good.
No.
Very suspicious.
Okay.
Martin.
That necrotic damage looked pretty good before, so I'm gonna cast my old cantrip, Ray of Frost, but I'm going to swap the cold damage for necrotic damage.
Okay.
Get it.
So that's a thing that you can do that we established.
Order of the Scribe, baby.
Yeah. He
said at the bar picking up chicks.
Or the scribe.
Does not work as often as you would think it would.
No, it does. It works exactly
does.
as often as I think it would.
It's not as often as you would think it would.
Oh, whew. For a second I got really worried there. 17.
Good number. Oh wait, but the AC, is it AC?
17 to hit. It's AC.
Yeah.
It is 18.
Ah.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
So it does not hit. The ray of necromancy just past its head, and it wags its finger at you. Is that the end of
On
your
the plus side, I rolled a 7, so for that moment I thought it was a 1. So this is way better.
Is that the end of your turn then?
Yes.
Okay, can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Is that just Martin?
Yeah.
No.
I'm guessing I fail. 9.
Yeah, you fail. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I need extras. Pardon me.
Oh.
Do I have anything that can help with making that better? No.
I'll just have to do this.
Just guidance. But it's only a D4.
Yeah, it's probably not going to do enough.
Devotion. No.
Oh, apologies.
Guidance is. I can't do that right now. I'll lose something good.
Okay. Keep the good stuff.
I'll fix you.
Tell me something good.
Fiona.
What? I don't know what this is yet because we're waiting for Alain to describe it. But the slaughters can, as a reaction, reduce your damage.
Oh, good.
I mean, if it
desirable.
Yeah, if it works that way.
Please take 36 points of radiant damage as you end your turn in this beam of light, and it starts to burn and scald you.
I will use the slaughters, my reaction, that if you'll allow it, they are attempting to shield Martin.
Now, that normally works for what kind of attacks?
It just says that if another creature within 30 feet of me takes damage, I can reduce it by 2d6.
Okay, then I will allow it. Yep.
So I'd imagine that they're trying to shield over top of Martin to protect him from the light hitting him.
Yep.
Yeah, so he takes 5 less. Oh, that's a low roll.
Oh.
Better than a poke in the eye.
Yeah. I definitely look a bit dazed and just like spit out a bunch of blood.
Ooh.
The icon.
Run, Martin!
The icon says, "The light will reveal the chaos within all of you."
It hasn't revealed any in you.
We're having fun. Okay. All right. Sorry. That's the end of your turn. Who's next? Sorry.
Are we back at the top?
We had all gone fast.
You had all gone fast. Oh, which means that
Yep.
the icon gets to go next.
I'm still coughing blood through this whole thing. And like it's probably coming out of more than my mouth.
Team butts.
I was thinking nose and ears, but yeah, okay.
Eyes.
Very well could be my butt too.
Blood tears.
You said team butts before you attacked me, so be it. And as the beam of light goes away, it is going to attack you, Serif. What is your AC?
15.
Boy, leave him alone.
That's a nat 1. You get a
Opportunity attack.
opportunity attack. Hey, I never took my opportunity attack against you.
Oh, yep, that's fair.
Thing.
Okay.
I forgot what the consequences were.
Yeah. So before you resolve the opportunity attack against me, I'm gonna roll that against Taalivad,
Yeah.
and that is 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hurts.
Oh, don't make
Okay.
him tell he's sad.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably terrified.
5 to hit. Fuck me.
At least you don't have to worry about concentration.
Take
Oh,
15 points of bludgeoning. What's
15. Yeah, what do I need to do for
Constitution save.
con save?
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Add a D4. Add a D4.
Oh my God!
Add a
Sorry.
D4?
10. It's
Sorry.
10.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not done. I'm sorry. I'm not done. I only rolled the first half of that.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, that was
Be
awful.
over real fast.
That was awful. Plus 5 radiant.
Have down to 2.
Yeah. That was a bad roll, and I'm real bummed out about it.
Still a DC 10.
I take my opportunity attack.
Yes, please.
DC 10 on my con save? Okay,
yeah,
to
con
maintain.
save, concentrate.
Okay. Okay, and you said plus a D4?
I miss.
Fuck! That's a 5.
And so, you see in this flurry of attacks, Serif just can't get in a attack in from this floating entity as it's like dodging out of the way in spite of its immense size, and the extra attack onto Taalivad, you see he stumbles back, and the magical effect in the hex shapes that they're in shatters off of the surface of the icon.
I should have blitzed.
You should have blitzed. Okay, that is... Oh. No, there's one more attack against you left, Serif.
I can't
We're in
do
a
hex
different
again.
round, so this one's not an advantage, I don't think.
No.
Because we started a
yeah.
new round, and
Yeah.
I didn't attack reckless this time.
Right. Yeah. That is correct. And I didn't roll the first one at advantage either, so that's fine. Does 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
What kind of damage?
We're about to find out.
Okay.
And I can't hex again.
Take 10 bludgeoning.
I'll half that.
Okay.
Because I'm full of fire.
And 17 points of radiant.
That's full damage.
Okay.
17?
It's a good number, huh?
Yep, fuck you.
The radiant icon ends their turn by saying, "You can all end this if you but submit and join me once again in the light."
There's that corruption speaking once more. Out, damned spot.
You'll have to take our souls. Because that's what you think is good.
As you wish. And I believe
Back at the top.
back at the top. Fast or slow?
Fast.
Fast.
Did you say that if I do get behind, I still won't have advantage?
You know what? I'll allow it.
I'll go slow.
I can pull the slaughters up around me if that helps Alain, just for the feel of knowing that Taalivad would
Yeah,
race
sure.
towards the
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
We can pull the 3 slaughters around me to sort of give that feeling of surrounded. And I'll attack first then to give Taalivad the time to move.
Yeah, I'm going
And
slow.
I'm just watching him out of the corner of my eye, but I'm making eye contact with this piece of shit that thinks it's God, and I'm just like, it attacks me, and I get some of that blood that I've looked back and I've seen Martin, and I devastated at the damage he's taking, but I'm willing to let us both die, and so I just spit all the blood that's coming out of my mouth all over her fucking stupid robes, or their robes. I'm just like, fuck you! And I'm gonna attack twice with my trident again.
Attack
As
away.
the slaughters race towards me. Oh, yes. Fuck yes. A nat 20 and a dirty 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are hits.
Fuck yes! Okay, so the nat 20, because this is my vicious trident, adds damage.
Ooh.
Okay, so, the first one... Oh my god, I'm so mad! 21 damage plus 9. So that's 30.
Okay.
Oh wait, and then what do I do for the nat 20? You add an extra...
It's max damage plus a roll.
Okay, so 20... What was that? 30? 34 total.
Okay. Okay. So you see as you the marble is starting to chip and crack and fall away now. This thing does not look good.
Oh.
I would just keep going, but I'm also just like... I reach out mentally if I have the capacity still, that I'm just like... I love you guys. And it's all I can do in my turn.
The icon turns their body, but keeps their eyes on you and says, "Your love will not save them. Only the light can do that." And buffs their wings again. Taalivad, make a strength saving throw, please.
23.
You are not pushed back.
I disagree. I can save them. I can do it all. Can I take a fast turn now?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Serif. I've got Martin. I'm a conduit for healing, and this is everything I can do. I point my wings towards Martin and heal them for 35.
Holy shit.
That's not all. And I burst again with Radiance.
More than I was missing. Just, I lost 30 points.
I buff again, and that healing aura like takes hold of Serif and heals them for 19 hit points.
Nice.
Amazing!
I'll show you the power of love. Oh, Radiant One. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the power
What?
of... All right, that's it.
Aw, the power of butts!
That's enough love and butts. Save it for after. Okay,
Yeah, it's only Tuesday night, people.
Martin, were you going fast?
Yes.
Okay,
Is it time?
then I believe it is time. It is your fast turn.
To do it.
So Martin's there. He's down, just like blood all over his face and coming out of his ears, and
Maybe his butt. Maybe his butt.
you can't see. It's covered by his cloak, but like it's probably lucky that it is. But when this blast of healing feels reinvigorated, and it just like breaks through a barrier inside him, and he limit breaks and casts synaptic static.
Yeah!
Okay. Now
What is
I
that?
did have this
Such a
pulled up.
good spell.
It would have been a way better surprise spell, but
Wow, what is it? I don't know what it does.
I choose a point within range, and this is gonna suck for a couple people. Sorry.
Aim it up. It's super tall.
Oh yeah, a point within range doesn't have to be on the thing.
Hit the crystal.
Oh,
Hit the crystal.
hells yeah. Okay. Well, this doesn't hit anybody but the person then, and
the crystal.
where it is.
Just in case the crystal.
Yeah,
needs to-
it's. I'll get there. I choose a point and cause psychic energy to explode there. Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere, so 40 feet across, on that point must make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
A creature with an intelligence score of 2 or lower can't be affected.
Okay. Intelligence saving throw.
Which is a 16.
Okay. Roll high, baby. 14 does not make their intelligence save.
Booyah! All right, 8d6 psychic damage. And you have muddled thoughts for 1 minute. During that time, you roll a d6 and subtract it from the number rolled on all attack rolls and ability checks, as well as Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. You get to make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of your turn. The spell ends on a success.
Roll damage, please.
I love the tone to that. Roll damage.
We said it doesn't look good. This thing's gonna die. My assumption
Wow.
is gonna.
This is based on Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, this is
So we've
four
got 2
and
more
1,
forms to go before this is done.
and it's 20-9.
Yeah. It's
Let's
a boss
fucking
fight.
go!
There are 3 forms.
Alain says nothing. That's why I'm really bummed I lost my hex, because I could have transferred it to the crystal and then transferred it back to whatever else pops up.
I mean, we're in it until this is done, right, guys?
Yep.
Before ATB gauge.
I know I am.
To hopefully win it.
Oh no! Don't say that.
That's accurate.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
That's 28 psychic damage, but you know what I can do? is I can make damage whatever I want it to be. So that's going to be 28 necrotic damage.
What is
double
sorry? Make my math easy for me, please. 28 times 2.
56.
56. Martin, what does this magical effect look like?
Unfortunately, it doesn't actually look like a whole lot because it's, well, it would be psychic damage and necrotic damage, but it just kind of gives that like weird, you feel it more than you hear it or see it. It's just sort of like a warping in this circle around it, and you just kind of feel pressure in your mind, and just like necrotic kind of scaling just starts all around the skull, kind of like going down the neck.
And it's that very pressure that erupts, like the emission ring at the detonation of the Death Star. Just
in the remake.
Wave out. Okay, fucking Jesus Christ! You couldn't give me a second, Trevor. As
Back 1977. Go.
as the necrotic energy cracks and crumbles this being, and it falls lifeless, but still flying somehow. Yeah, that's cool. Here you go.
Thanks to fire.
It didn't like being where it was. It's like, I'm gonna fall here. I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh, wow.
I don't fit.
It
I'm
don't fit.
going hot.
Put it there. All right.
Oh wow, its
Wow.
bases. Oh, interesting.
We really
Yeah.
fucked it up.
Yeah, that is weird. It's, kill me. I'm like, all right.
I mean,
Are
it's
we
just
playing a
it's
Bethesda game
it-
right now?
politely not upskirting right in our direction.
And I won't. And that is it. Quiet. Silence.
Can I turn around optimistically and just like,
Are we out of combat?
You are?
I'm just gonna walk over here a bit, and I want to say,
Do we have to destroy the crystal?
I mean, probably.
One of us can certainly jump that high. I can fly that high. There's corruption in there. And we must cleanse it.
I'll
Like-
use the Dragoon Lance and jump. The slaughters would be gone if I drop rage.
You hear a booming voice echo and say,
You would be fools to think that you could destroy the Radiance. I am the Radiance.
Form 2 begins!
and with that,
Oh shit! Oh no! I turned the other direction and just hear something land behind me.
you
Fuck!
see the statue begins to writhe with necrotic energy that takes the form of tendrils and tentacles and skeletal hands covered in like purplish inky black, and it begins to reassemble the statue, and it begins to float and rise again. It's now decrepit visage and skeletal wings on display.
You cannot destroy us. We are Radiance. We are chaos. We are the world.
Kill it.
We are more.
We are together.
You.
We are the heroes of light!
Please choose between a fast turn and a slow turn.
Fast turn.
Okay.
Slow.
Slow.
Okay. Who
Right
is
next to me?
who is taking fast turns then?
Me.
Okay.
Zola. Oh, hey, buddy. Thanks for coming over where I can touch you. A little bit of healing magic.
Move smartly.
Low turn, I guess.
And 5 is.
Okay. Fast turns first. What are you up to?
I see Taalivad is right next to me, and I give him a little slap with my wing. It's like,
He's into it.
oh, holy radiance, seal thy wounds. And I heal you for 20 hit points.
Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I was missing.
Nice. And then again, I like close in with like my wings and spread out as a shockwave of healing hits into Serif. And heals them for
Yes, please.
16 points. 16 more. Oh, don't worry, I'm not out just yet. Plenty more where that came from.
I'll just be like... smile.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my fast turn.
Okay. For its legendary action, it is going to.
I'm lactose free. Can we not? Oh no, we did a tactical clump.
Yeah, I
Alain,
came
would
over
you-
to you for healing.
Alain, then you didn't dismiss the slaughters, so would you assume that my rage held?
I will allow that your rage held.
Okay, thank you. Copy that.
You see behind you that from the marble platform bursts a giant necrotic tentacle.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, this is a quick question. Is when Martin cast the area of effect with that crazy ass psychic damage, did the crystal take any damage?
Oh, interesting.
Anything in that space would have.
Anything in that space would have.
Does it say a creature?
That's what
That's a good point.
That's what I'm checking now.
Yeah.
Although if this might be considered an entity.
Each creature.
It just
Oh yeah, it
depends-
has to have intelligence.
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
I mean, does the
It
do
might,
we
though.
know it? Yeah, how do we know it doesn't? Seems to.
It doesn't seem to take damage from that
Okay.
particular spell.
You can only solve this with your fists. Come here, you crystal, you.
We do have fun. You're gonna die. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. So it summons an enormous tentacle.
Kinky.
Yeah. And that is the next turn. Fast turn, or is anyone else fast?
The rest of us
Turn?
are slow.
Okay. Then the corrupted icon is going to raise her hand in the air, and you see it begins.
Like she just don't care?
Not about you. And she, they begin to, you see the hand courses with necrotic energy. And you see that every fiber of them begins to course with this energy faster and faster. And then it stops. But you all see a speck of light in the sky. High in the sky. Thank you very much to everybody in the chat for unlocking the boss's limit break ability. That is super awesome of you.
Hey, come on!
Leroy!
Okay, that is the end of.
Oh, Pink Emma, I see you back in chat there.
Okay, that is the end of their turn. Who would like to go first for the slow?
Oh, it's worse.
I leap again with the Dragoon Lance.
Okay, attack away, please.
I attack. Okay. I'm gonna keep attacking the monster, but I'm gonna look to Taalivad as I leap past him. And just be like, if it's not this and it's the crystal, tell me! And I'm just gonna like leap at her. Them.
Alright.
Again.
Yep.
If it is the chaos, we must destroy it.
Meaning
yeah.
the monster.
Yeah.
It's an eye on
So
the chaos.
the attacks with the Dragoon Lance.
Attack away.
Ooh, I don't know. One's a hit, one's a miss. I don't know if their AC is the same.
It is the same.
So it's only gonna be. Oh, that's actually a good roll. So that's 16 damage,
Okay.
and they make a strength saving throw with the Dragoon Lance.
Okay.
It's low. It's DC 14.
Okay.
Got the Reading Rainbow theme song in my head now.
They
Butterfly in the sky.
Way up high in the sky, and I was like, I could see try.
just a second.
Yeah, I can look twice as high. Don't worry about it.
Take a look.
Sorry, how much
It's in a book.
damage? It was 16, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and an extra 3d8 piercing.
Okay.
An extra 16 piercing damage
Holy
from.
shit. Okay.
Yeah, you gave me the lance, man.
I'm happy I did.
Oh no. But the second attack with it for sure missed.
Alright. Okay.
Yo, before shit starts getting real, can I request like a 5-minute human break?
Yeah. You know what? That is completely understandable. We'll be back in 5.
Wait, what happened to my? Oh,
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Let me tell you. Let me resolve your roll. After this break. We'll be back at 5, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It looks like we're getting raided right now. Thank you very much to the raiders who just joined in.
Welcome in, the G Show.
The G Show. Hello. So we are playing a game called Eternity Fragment. It is a Dungeons and Dragons 5e short run. We ran 6 episodes of a Final Fantasy inspired Golden Age of JRPG inspired game, and this is the final episode, in case you couldn't tell by the giant boss that they're facing down right now. In the heavens.
We're currently remote as we've been moving studios, so we've been playing remote for the time being. Next week we'll actually be doing our first in-person live game with Sam DMing, taking us out of the abyss.
This guy.
Hey.
I really want the purple donut.
Oh yeah, we're playing in Talespire, which is a really cool program that is in beta
access.
still, right?
Yeah.
Early access.
Early
Yeah.
access.
And compatible with Hero Forge, which, Alain, oh my god, you absolutely killed it with this one. And you're probably gonna kill us!
Yeah.
Whoa.
I would say
I'm not going to let them die.
I would say that besides the dragon god that you fought last game, these 2 miniatures were the first ones that I made for this game. So I knew this was gonna happen. I just didn't know all of how. And I'm glad that we got here. I'm glad that you didn't die yet, because I would have felt bad then. I don't feel bad now. Here we go. All right, let's jump back in. So, when we last left, Serif, had just attacked and tried to knock the boss prone. The attacks,
Dragoon Lance, baby!
the attacks were successful, but
one of them.
Sorry, one of the attacks was successful, but the attempt to knock them prone was not. They are still standing.
That's fair. Yep. I mean, I can only imagine their strength.
And we're gonna say
#goals.
Yep. And you took a fast turn to accomplish that, right?
No, slow.
A slow?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're on
right.
slow.
I
Good.
have to move with the lance to get the jump.
Right.
Jump.
Okay.
And
Give me just a second here. Okay.
can I go on my slow?
You can go on your slow.
Nice. Get up behind, across from Serif. Am I at advantage now?
Oh yeah, the slaughters are all up in
Yes.
their biz.
Yep.
Okay.
You are at advantage now.
Okay, here we go. I start with my first spear attack.
If you are curious, you must be destroyed.
That starts with a 19.
That's a hit.
Nat 20.
Hey, that is a hit.
I'm going to flurry.
Okay.
That is a filthy 20.
All right.
And a 25. I would like to blitz.
Blitz away, please. Limit break action.
Oh, I wasn't rolling at advantage.
You were. Holy shit.
I'll start that now.
Yep.
Nat 20.
Holy shit.
Booyah! That's 2.
Nat 20.
No
3.
way.
21.
That's a hit. How many hits is that? Are you who's keeping
Counting,
track?
I'm counting.
Thank you.
That's oh, please keep track of nat 20s too.
Yep.
You didn't just roll another one.
No.
Okay, good.
That was a 19.
Yeah, that's a hit.
10.
Okay. Okay, so what
So
do
that
we
was spear, and then punch, kick, punch. That was, how many was it total?
Well,
Okay.
Nat 20s, 3 regular hits. Looking great.
Okay.
Wait, no, I hit 4.
You hit one more- did I miss the first?
I hit 4 once I started blitzing.
Right.
Right.
So it's 8, and then 3 of them were
2.
Did you?
Critical.
Oh, did you start blitzing and then? Oh, I've only counted the blitzes then.
Oh, you were
yeah,
counting
that's
just
fine.
blitzes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
My
That's fine.
4 first hits.
I see where we're at now.
How many do you have there?
I have 6,
So there were 6 blitz hits. Okay. Wow. Holy crap.
and then your first hits too.
I think Nor played bass for 6 blitz hits.
Shut up. Amazing.
It's coming back.
So the spear attacks are 22 piercing for the first 2. Oh, sorry. No. One of them was a nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh my god. 11 and then 12.
It'll be max
17?
plus the roll, right?
Yeah.
So
So that's
if you
so
rolled, then just
17
add
for
the
the
max.
first nat 20. Oh, wait. Yeah. 17 for the first nat 20. No, that's wrong. 1d8
Do
plus.
you want to just yell out numbers and we'll do math?
Oh my god. Okay.
We do love
I was looking
math.
at the wrong thing. Okay.
Oh,
First
math
hit,
Mathing is fun.
first hit 11. Second the nat 20 was it's like 14 9 oh no 21 for the first nat 20, and then now we're moving on to the regular strikes, which one of those was a nat 20.
Okay.
Okay, so far it's 11 and 21.
So the nat 20 was for the first nat 20 punch. 11.
Okay.
13. That seems crazy, but that's true. Now I'm on to the 6 additional, and how many of those were nat 20s?
Wow.
2?
Yes. And then and the regulars.
Okay. So no. Oh. 10 for one of them. 16 for the next. Sorry, 15 for the next. Ooh. 15. 13. 12.
AFL's keeping track in chat for us too.
And I
Amazing.
got one more.
Oh,
6. What is that total damage?
triple digit!
101 points of
Broke my
damage.
record!
That's amazing. Holy crap. Maybe I made you too powerful, you know?
Nah.
Whoo! Yeah.
Is
Couple of
the
that's
first time your-
piercing.
Is that the first time your limit break has worked?
No, very first episode when it
Mm.
was all
Good.
radiant sunbolts, and he just like,
But that's like the best it's ever been, though, for sure.
this is the best it's been. Yes.
Best damage we've got so far.
So 107 damage.
Yep, you and you see not just like marble stone, but like necrotic tendrils and flesh just start flying around you as you make this thing look awful.
Is this just like bits of it are coming through and just hitting me on the other side? I'm just like, come on, man, fuck!
Has to be. That is amazing.
It's all over my face.
Okay.
That's me.
Yep. That was a slow turn, right?
That was a slow turn.
Okay. Who's next?
Probably me.
I believe so.
Yeah, my plan. I was sort of waiting to see what happened there. That was pretty cool. We're getting attacked by necrotic tentacles, so I don't think that's gonna work.
No.
Go radiant. Invert it. Radiant.
Yeah. Let's.
In fact, I do have that legendary action, so it is going to. Actually, hang on.
Oh shit.
No.
It's 15.
We're all like, yay! No.
You You are in range of it, Martin. And it is going to attack you as a legendary action.
Well, that's butts.
Yeah.
This attack would
Not
be.
the good butts.
No.
Hey, good friend.
Yeah?
This attack would be at disadvantage because I have hit it this turn.
You hit the tentacle this turn?
Oh, the tentacle's attacking? No!
They're not attached?
They're not attack.
Kind of, but not really.
Kind
Yeah,
of, but
yeah,
not
yeah.
really. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Your call. Your call. The slaughters act in defense of somebody being attacked as a spirit shield.
Yep.
Okay.
But if it's not the same entity, then they don't know.
Right.
Do they know?
Sorry. Do the slaughters know what?
It's fine. It's fine. No.
Do they know?
Attack, Martin. It's fine.
Attack at my shell. Does 15 hit?
No.
Good.
Ice.
What's your AC? No, don't tell him.
My AC is fun and conditional.
That's not.
Like my love.
That's not true. That's not true.
Absolutely true.
I could look. Oh no, he's got spells. Okay. It's fun and conditional. Okay. All right. Sorry, Martin. Please take your turn now.
Well, that was a little concerning. I would like to move further away from that. I mean, it kind of gets rid of cover, but like, yeah, we're gonna. No, I can't. 20. I can't move very far. That's a problem.
Go around the other side of that pillar. Pilar.
I mean, you could. It might be a acrobatics check to go behind it.
Oh, then it
Fallen
gets
off
you
the
in
face of the world once. I'm not doing it
range.
again.
Opportunity.
Yeah, what's its range? Jeez.
No, it's 10, like more than 10 feet away from me.
No, I mean if you walked around the pillar.
Oh,
Or-
yeah, but not if I went this way. It's more than 10 feet away from me. I'm not close enough to it for it to take a react.
Oh no, I
yeah.
meant if you walked around. But like otherwise, this way you gotta there's mind the gap kind of thing.
Assuming 10 feet is its limit, it could be longer than that.
Its attack range is 15 feet.
Yeah, that's a problem then. Well, whatever. I still got to do what I got to do. Let's see here. This might work.
This is like what's happened, the conversation between Fiona and Martin. Oh yeah, this could work. Yep, this. Oh, this. Ah.
For those of you just tuning in, Fiona is Martin's awakened spellbook. It's a complicated relationship, and they're kind of in love, and it's a little bit weird, but also really
Endearing.
cute.
Yep.
Martin also possesses a ring with Fiona's siblings. It's also even more complicated. Sort of a Three's Company scenario happened all up in his head.
And yet not crowded.
Come and knock on a door.
Yeah,
What's
so
the
I'm going to
word?
cast Thunder Wave at 2nd level.
Okay.
Hey.
So that is a...
At who or what?
At that tentacle.
Okay.
Yeah, so... That is a Constitution saving throw.
Con save? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to beat what?
16.
Okay, not nat, but dirty 20.
Well, that was just a dick move to ask what you had to beat.
I just had to make sure it wasn't 20. You are a powerful caster.
It was a flex.
that.
You know how many times I've rolled a 19 and haven't hit someone here? All right. It was kind of a flex. I'll admit it. All right.
Yeah.
I'm feeling bummed. I'm feeling bummed about how powerful everyone is right now. All right, it's fine. Okay.
So you take 1d8 thunder damage.
Okay.
On a successful save.
Roll that, please.
Oh no, 2d8.
Second level.
Cut in half.
Yeah, so I gotta roll the full
Yeah.
3d8
Mhm.
and then cut it in half. Yeah. What am I doing here? Where's my d8? I'm a big old d8.
We just got muted on Twitch.
What?
What?
We're singing theme songs.
Oh.
Did we actually?
No.
Okay.
Maybe in the maybe.
I got scared there.
No. JK.
JK.
Although one of the episodes of this was demonetized on YouTube, and I don't know why.
But we can submit a thing.
Yeah.
We got the paperwork, yo.
Yeah, you have to look into demonetization on YouTube because, like, it's super fraudulent a lot of the time.
Mm.
And you know what I love? Paperwork.
Love it.
19 divided by 2. So it's 9.
Okay.
If you round down.
Yeah.
10
Work.
if you round up.
It's Jackson if you're nasty.
And
I'll round down. I'll round
hold
down.
on.
Sorry, yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Oh shit. Okay.
Hold-
All right.
hold on, hold on.
Hello.
haven't finished up here.
Hold on.
It's supposed to be thunder damage, but it's going to be radiant damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it'll be 18.
Nice.
Damn, I should have used my Radiant Sunbolts.
Yeah.
Oh, Jacobs, it's okay. Go to bed, baby.
Isn't it technically still the 19? Because that 18 was just rounded down. It's half of 19.
You know what?
And
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
Double it, then
yeah.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Okay.
Double it, then take half damage.
Yeah. That one extra point is gonna be the fucking draw.
Yep.
there.
I'm with
So
you.
that's 38 half to what? What's it? 6. Whoa.
So you.
16.
It's 19 total.
So you just and send a thunder wave
Because it's double headed.
of radiant energy through this tentacle, and it flops down, and it's still twitching. It's still alive, but it is hardly alive.
Cool. And I run.
I'm running up that hill.
Yeah.
If
Running
we
down
weren't
that-
demonetized yet.
Yeah.
I don't hit notes that accurately. There's
Yeah.
no possible way the algorithm knows.
If you sing it badly, you're okay.
Yeah. Running up the hill. Yeah.
That's why you just go spoken word.
Yeah. Like
Everything Shatner style.
like Bill Shatner, yeah. Okay,
running now.
so
yeah.
that's your turn. Is that the last of the slow turns then?
Silwar, did you do a thing this round?
Silwar,
Did a
a
pass.
fast turn,
Oh.
right?
Okay.
So that's the
We
last
all
of the
have so much HP.
that's the last of the slow turns then. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Oh lord.
sorry, hang on, I need to check this.
Don't we all?
I don't like that.
Puff up. They hate it.
Okay,
Not okay.
Algorithm.
The algorithm.
Oh no.
okay. As a legendary
Bob Dole.
action, the tentacle is going to move.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, though.
Ugh.
Okay, what kind of noise does it make?
Sorry, Sam.
It's gonna move right here. So as it like slides back into the broken marble floor, and then it's gonna emerge up right next to you,
It's gonna touch me.
Silwar. And that is the end of its action there. And that puts us back at the top. Fast or slow?
Fast.
Yeah.
Ha! Fast.
Yeah.
Gotta go fast.
Matt?
Matt?
Fast.
Fast
or
or
slow?
You're waiting for me.
Yeah.
Who, me? Martin?
Yeah. Let's say fast.
Nice.
Okay.
We're all going fast.
All right. Please take your actions.
Can I'm gonna go.
Go.
Here I go. Swinging.
Okay.
Still at advantage, yeah?
Pop, pop.
Yeah. You are still at
Pop.
advantage. Yeah.
Awesome.
Advantage.
Ooh. 17.
Does
the first
not
turn,
hit.
Right? It's 18?
Yes.
Damn. Oh, cocked. 24, though.
That's a hit.
Okay, and I am going to flurry with Radiant Sunbolts.
Okay.
Just gonna aim a little higher because this thing big.
They're ranged, right?
Yeah. Now,
Are you at disadvantage because you're only 5 feet away?
what if I aim high? I got a 30-foot range.
All right, I'll allow it. Attack away, please.
That first one's a 24,
That's a hit.
and another 24.
Okay, that is also a hit.
Okay, so spear is 9 piercing,
Yeah.
and then 13 radiant damage from the 2 sunbolt.
13 radiant. Okay.
So that doubles to 26.
Yes, it does. It's 26.
Oh.
Okay. So, not looking too good. But you and hit it good and square, and you see the radiant sun bolts do the extra damage that you thought it would.
Nice.
Okay.
Use the light.
It'll be the next fast
I double
turn.
attack.
Okay. Just before that, the tentacle is going to attack Silwar.
Hey! Don't much like that.
Does 23 hit?
Yeah, stop that one.
Yeah. Okay.
My cleric in heavy armor. What do you
So,
want?
you take. Pardon me.
Uh-oh.
What's happening?
I'm not a tiefling. That's what's happening.
Pardon me? Oh, I
You
meant the
take
orb.
17 points of
remember.
bludgeoning.
Ooh, I just
in a-
held on to concentration.
And additional 6 points of necrotic, and you are grappled.
Mm.
In my fast turn, because this happened before I went, do I see this?
Yes.
So I know this happened.
Yep.
Balls. I have
Attack.
I will throw. I will. Do I leave Silwar to the tentacle?
It
be
killed
fine.
the-
I know. I know that I left Martin last time, even though I saw he was dying. I leave Silwar this time, even though I see he's dying. So I will attack twice.
Okay.
Against the necrotic beast in front of me.
Attack away,
This-
please.
Corruption of the light that I didn't even believe in until this fucking adventure.
Does Serif? Serif doesn't have advantage though, being in front, or do they? Yes.
Oh,
Serif,
yes.
yeah.
Yep.
Serif does
Yep.
have
You make
advantage.
a-
The pincer attack works both ways. Yeah.
Glad I said something.
Yep.
I miss everything,
You miss everything.
and one of them's a nat 1.
Oh. Oh no.
Nat 1 with advantage? Oh no.
I rolled the first one a 10, which only
Uh-huh.
gives me a 17 with my plus hit.
It's a good number
Bonus?
sometimes.
It's not enough to hit, and then the second one, 2 1s.
You double botched.
Oh.
Okay. Double botch.
Well, I mean, it's
Don't
just
you
one.
dare.
It's
It'll
disadvantage.
it has to use a reaction, right? So yeah, it's fine.
I mean, I'm
only
so
counts as one.
concerned. I'm so concerned about the tentacle. I wavered on my fast turn
Yeah.
because I thought about turning around and just tossing javelins or even my trident. I thought about saving Silwar in that moment. I panicked. I thought about the people that I love instead of the entire world and why I came here to sacrifice my life.
Yeah.
And that it cost me.
Okay, that is 28 to hit. That is 16 points of bludgeoning.
I have that.
You have it, okay. And that will also be... Just a second here. Did I lose one? Oh, weird.
Bitch.
Oh. It's alright. Oh, here it is. There we go.
Hey Hitch, we got
How's Serif being attacked? Who's attacking her right now?
The main boss.
Yeah, the big bad.
Because of
And
the
he's
botch.
just like punching you.
Yeah.
Yeah, opportunity attack because of the botch.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
How is he attacking?
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Wait. Did you say Big Daddy?
I said big bad.
I chose to hear differently.
Okay. All right.
I'll be
Selective
your
hearing.
little sister.
Yeah.
And
Nani?
20 points of necrotic.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Rough.
Yeah.
Wolf.
I'm okay. I'm
Okay.
okay.
Okay. So that is your turn. The tentacle can't attack anyone else, and it doesn't. You are just constricted.
Cool. Martin sees
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and he kind of feels more than he expects to. I mean, you know, like Serif's important and everything, but like in battle, she takes damage. But this really gets to him, and you know, he loses it for a moment and casts Fireball at 4th level.
Oh shit.
And it's radiant damage.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Radiant fireball.
It gets face off.
So
Awesome.
DC 16.
DC
Dex,
16 Dex, yeah, it's Dex.
Yep.
I'm a monk, I know. I'm a monk, not the boss. It's me. I only play monks.
I'm a-
It's
All right,
me,
that's good.
Alain.
How big is of an area are we dodging?
It is the same. It's actually now going to do almost exactly the same thing as my limit break, because my limit break actually killed him. So the awesome part of it, of the having to subtract the d6 from everything, didn't happen. So yeah, we're gonna do more or less the same thing again. 20-foot radius.
Oh, but up in the air.
Yep.
Okay.
So it will be including the old boss fella person, whatever.
Yeah.
And
16.
that crystal for sure will be in there. I think it can be.
Okay.
It just fits.
Yeah. 16.
Fuck. Oh well, you still take half damage, which means full damage. So it's still 8d6 damage. Cause it's radiant.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes that die.
Not D&D until there's dice on the floor.
That is true.
Okay.
I got these.
It's less good.
Still saving this special one just in case something terrible happens.
Oh no.
That is 33 radiant damage.
Holy shit.
That total.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's what you would have.
Yeah. Okay. So this
Only
radiant
have failed that 66.
that would have been stupid. It would have been over. It would have been absolutely over. So this radiant ball of energy just sends reeling back, but they don't take their hand down from the sky. They haven't this whole time.
Uh-oh.
Okay, is that the end of the fast turns?
Nope. Got me
No.
left.
Okay, take your turn, please.
Oh, this is disgusting. First of all, how dare you touch me? I begin to glow very brightly as I heal myself.
Uh-huh.
I don't have that up, so I have to roll. I hate rolling, but sometimes it's it's okay. 20. Oh, I don't get the bonus. 21 points of healing.
Okay,
That's not bad.
that's not bad.
Oh, I'm not done.
Okay, all right, go, chill.
Sarah, focus on the fight. I'll be fine. And I pulse out with radiant light once more and heal her for 17 more.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then I turn back to struggling with this thing, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay. The corrupted icon, their eyes have been transfixed to the sky this whole time, and then finally they look down at all of you, and they say,
There cannot be light without darkness. Which one shall your souls fall into?
and they bring their hand down.
Oh no!
Hold on.
Little higher.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, your frame.
There you go.
You're out of
Yeah,
frame.
yeah,
There you go.
there you go.
There you go.
You're doing good. Okay.
Are we making saving throws?
Yeah.
What kind?
Doesn't matter. Not 20. But yes, it does matter.
It will matter, yeah.
It does matter.
I'm hoping it won't. I can't.
Okay. That's not too shabby.
like to know what's happening.
So you're going to make
Right.
dexterity saving throws for me, please.
Okay, that's not the worst.
Okay. My barbarian business gives me advantage if I can see it.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker's been pointing at this thing the whole time, so I'm giving it to myself.
24.
How close do we have to be to do this roll?
Are you standing on the platform?
Oh, Martin.
Okay, yeah, totally.
Then yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. So if it feels like everyone made a save of some kind, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to take. Sorry. 34 points of radiant damage, cut in half,
Okay.
17.
and then
Oh, okay. I have a question.
32 points of necrotic, also cut in half.
What was the save on that dex save?
Oh, 17.
Okay. I take
Yeah,
0
I
damage.
failed that.
Okay.
I also take 0 damage using my reaction to activate my shield and plant it in place. But not using your ability, using my feet. Shield Master.
Clever.
I use evasion, and
Yep.
I rolled a 24, so...
Okay.
I rolled it advantage and I still fail.
As like a hailstorm of black and white radiant and necrotic meteors fall overhead. Boom, 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 boom.
Whoa. This is a spell attack?
It is a
Limit break.
limit break.
Ah, fuck. Okay,
So
I'm
it's not the spell you're thinking of, or a version of it. It is.
No,
an
I just want a
ability.
counter spell.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
Not this time.
not
Not
this
worth
time.
trying that.
Yeah. Okay. Which I believe puts us back at the top.
I go fast. Amut, help us. And I break the dragon scale in my forehead.
Okay.
I go fast and I limb break as well.
Okay. Everyone, what do you do?
I'm gonna cast Fireball again. Can we say that I did it at 3rd level last time and I do it 4th level this time because I only rolled 8d6 and it's 9d6 at 4th level?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So Dex 16 saving throw.
Dex 16 saving throw?
Yeah.
Not super great at these dex saves, you know, like not too
I
shabby.
am at like a 3rd hit points, so before I act, I'll just roll first, but I will attack twice, like I do
Yeah.
with my trident, and
Uh-huh.
I want to look at as many of the team members as I can see, and I'm just gonna yell out, "I love you! Save the world!" And I attack twice, because another attack will end me.
Okay. Attack twice.
They will both hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Don't roll damage for that. Sorry. I take it everyone's going fast, right?
Yes.
Right?
Silwar, what are you doing?
Silwar, what are you up to?
Oh man. I'm just gonna reach a hand out and go, "For the light! For all of us!" And also cast a guiding bolt.
Okay.
Yeah, the Martin's spellcasting is as close to a reaction as it can be without officially being a reaction.
Yeah, and they don't make their dex save on that, so it just. You know what? I'll let you roll because I know that you're itching.
What happens with the dragon scale? Well, he's doing math.
Is this really it?
Oh.
Alain, does this thing take one more attack?
We'll see after it takes 39 radiant damage doubled.
That's weird. I don't know where that came from.
78.
Yep.
I also think I'm summoning a dragon. So.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know where that came from, but here it is. Okay. All right. Oh, whatever.
Huh? What?
Not just.
I look so bad right now.
But you just raged, right? Oh,
And
oh!
what I should have done
I just limit
long ago, but just for the hell of it now, bonus action, I cast Fly on myself from my Ring of Three Sisters.
Amazing.
That would have been helpful.
Whoa!
Yeah! Please be on our side.
So, each of you lays forth the last attack you have, the last bit of energy that you have.
Everything we have. Everything.
Everything you've got. A radiant fireball goes off in this icon's face. Did you roll for that? Martin?
It was 78.
Right?
Yeah, 78. It was
Got
39 doubled.
Yeah.
39 radiant damage.
Got it. So it's just like a huge explosion of radiant energy.
Yeah.
Serif, you attack with everything you've got. They both hit. Silwar, your guiding bolt comes charging out. Like you managed to wrench the one hand free from this tentacle, and the guiding bolt charges out, and then you, Taalivad,
Help us.
shatter the dragon scale in your forehead, and you hear the roar, the massive roar of a dragon god swooping down. And I am gonna roll for that one. Actually, you know what? No, I'll let you roll for that one.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't find a spell called Mega Flare, so the closest one I could find was Meteor Swarm, which is a 9th level spell. You're gonna roll 20 d6 fire and 20 d6 bludgeoning. You could do it for fun if you want.
I'll just, oh my god.
Down. Meanwhile, cutscene is playing. Flying dragon just swarming around. Like,
I mean, I don't need to roll this. I don't have that many d6 around.
yeah, send d6s.
6, 7, 8.
How many do I
9,
have?
10, 11. I have 11 on hand right now. I can 12 on hand.
I have more than 40.
Okay.
I have like a pack of them somewhere. I'm bringing out all my character die.
Okay.
But even at that, I only have 6 of them.
Okay.
Rookie!
How could you have known? How could you have known?
You didn't tell me.
I know.
But like you said, if I wanted to, we don't need to roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This this last ditch but immense push of energy is you see the sky around you go brilliant white with magical energy. You see the silhouette of the corrupted icon, and then you see it fade into the light itself, gone completely. The dragon god and then explodes into radiant energy that rains down on all of you.
Pretty.
Did we?
Reminds me of solstice celebrations.
2 out of 3.
I don't know why it wanted me to roll a weird to die, but there you go. And then for the first time in a long time, there is truly quiet again.
Really quiet in here. Like, don't you feel like you haven't really felt that in a while? Like, you just take a listen and you're like,
I'm gonna
quiet.
storm over to Martin.
So quiet.
I'm bleeding.
Like,
and I'm so gross. I look really bad, and I'm probably like necrotic damage is still spreading across me, and I'm just gonna run over to him. My Triton form just so much taller. And I'm just gonna grab him and kiss him.
I'm gonna help.
He's flying, so maybe he's actually like at my face to face.
Yeah, I am just sort of floating.
And he's talking about it's so quiet, and then I'm just gonna kiss him.
The tentacle disappeared, and the grapple, I imagine, you were on the ground.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go and help my brother Asimar up.
That was a little close. I pulse with healing and heal you for 19.
Who, me?
Yeah,
I'm at full health.
you're so shiny now.
The light feels
Wait, did I get any healing?
better.
Sexual healing. You got sexual healing.
I was elsewhere, okay?
Oh, baby. We just got dinged on Twitch again.
But, like, seriously, did I get healing?
You're closer.
The all four of you look up at the Eternity Fragment. You see it's beaming with energy now. It isn't just the dim, flickering rock that it once was when you first got here. Now that the corruption has truly left this thing, it shines brighter than you could ever have imagined.
This is it, isn't it?
I believe we have done what we set out to do.
Not yet, we haven't. We're the light. We have to give it back now.
Well, yes, I find that I am still thinking of Baracus. And I think that we have maybe done what no heroes of light have been able to do before, but if we can return to the world, we must
Alain,
change the way people approach the light.
I think we have to return the world. what's left of it.
I just want to get back to looking for books.
I'm not sure there is no more looking.
Is my necrosis spreading?
It is not.
Okay, so the necrotic damage I've taken has stalled.
Yeah, it's starting to.
Okay. I will hold up the dragoon lance as I approach the Azamar pair. I don't know how to give it back.
As you say that, it starts to slip from your grasp, and
you were fucking awesome.
And crystallize, and then turn into light itself.
What will you do now? If we can return to the world, I will spread the truth of the light to those that we thought were agents of chaos. Because the light is for everyone.
You don't hear an answer, but you do feel something inside, and it's not conscious. It's not like sentience or aware. It's this warmth from inside you, and it's not the light of the crystal. It's not conveying a feeling or an emotion or anything that you can understand. It's just light. Everything on top of it, everything surrounding it, the feeling that you have for it is yours.
I think that's what we were supposed to learn in the forest. Don't you see? The light that's in us, we have to give it back, just like I did for that tree, and trying to keep it alive. That's what allowed Vanta to continue on for longer than any of us thought possible.
Do we go back? And do we tell everyone? Is there a way back?
When we began this adventure, did we not say we would give our lives for this?
Yes, and I'm willing to, but is this it? Do we stay here? I mean, we did not die.
Will there be more heroes of light?
Martin, you hear Fiona. She says, I think we can go back now.
Hey, when you say we can go back, you mean you and your sisters?
Yeah. Back to the light.
Okay. What?
I want to pull everybody over to Martin if I notice that he's doing this. Having this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Easily.
I mean, but what do I do?
What you've always done, Martin. Live and learn and share the light of knowledge with everyone.
But you're my awakened book. You're where my power comes from.
No. Your power comes from you.
But then why did I need a book?
To help you along. Obviously. But that was then.
So,
This
what
is
you're
now.
saying is that even books leave me.
No. What I'm saying is, what you learn won't ever leave you. And you have so many people who love you now. And so many more who will thank you for giving them a world to live in. My world was gone long, long ago. You kept me in it, in your world for just a little longer, and you gave me my world back. What I gave you is a fraction of what you've given me and my sisters and those spirits that will come after us.
But I mean, if that's what you think is right, I mean, it's what we're here for. So
you're not sure where the feeling that you feel, the cavalcade of things, the breaking of your heart and the breaking of hers, the feeling of elation for having a home to go back to, the feeling of satisfaction for having done what you did, having become the hero that you are. You're not sure where her feelings end and yours begin. It's all happening out once, and then it's gone. And the crystal overhead shines ever brighter. Silwar, you feel tugging at your arm as the crystalline energy begins to fade away from your shield, and it too becomes radiant light that joins the crystal above your heads. And as the sky becomes blinding and the world begins to fade and disappear around you, you know that you're going to a new world, a world that is for so long lost its way. Its blind faith guided them valiantly to dark places. Now the people will have to work harder. They'll be confused and scared, and they will need heroes of light to guide them. And for now, it's the four of you. But in the future, it need not be. It can be everyone you impart light to. It could be every person you teach how to heal, every person you protect and in turn teach to protect someone, every person you read a book to or impart knowledge to, and every person you guide on a journey, and every once in a while teach them how to throw a good punch. The heroes of light aren't chosen anymore. There's no more illusion, no more false path. The heroes of light can be anyone, can be everyone. And that is where we're going to end it.
Well, that was a bit triggering, but fucking awesome.
That was rad.
Good. A bit triggering, but fucking awesome is what a lot of my relationships are. So that's a lot of fun.
Very true.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Sam and Roz and Matt and Trevor, for playing with me, for your for your patience with me, and for not dying in that last fight. Thank you to DJ Mr. Myrdoch for putting together an amazing playlist of music that we've used this past 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Thank you to the Radical Dreamers for the amazing battle theme that we've used. That is R23X and Quip, who are two amazing vaporwave artists that I happen to be acquainted with. Thank you to Talespire. They're not sponsors, but they did put together an awesome piece of software. Huge thanks to Hero Forge. If you haven't heard of them, that's the place to go. Get your D&D minis made online. Make your custom miniatures. You can import them into software like this. You can 3D print them, or you can have them 3D printed at their house, and they'll send it to you. If you click on the link in the chat right now and order your minis that way, it helps us out also. Thank you to everyone in the chat, everyone who helped them get their limit breaks and abilities and spells. Thank you for hanging on all this time. It is late. So thank you for sticking around. And I guess that's it.
Thank you, Alain.
Yes, everyone.
That was amazing.
Alain.
One of the best games I've ever been in. Thank you so much.
I'm glad. Thank you. There was one quick point I will say. I was like, every time I end a game, these players keep crying, and I want to try and make them laugh. And then I was like, that's not gonna happen. So, again, thank you for
you made Matt cry. You
ride.
Monster.
I am a monster. Yeah, I told you.
No, man.
I mean, to be fair, it's a classically masculine thing. I totally couldn't. Was able to not cry, but was like, it's a better show.
Yeah. No, it.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
The tears came from something beautiful, though. Like it wasn't really sadness. It was inspired from beauty. It was really well done.
I'm glad. And if you liked this game, for crying out loud, go out and play a Final Fantasy if you haven't in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm replaying Final Fantasy VIII, and it's hitting the spot. So and then I'm gonna play 9 after that. So yeah, I guess that's it.
The light is for everyone.
The light is for everyone.
Go cry out loud, good or bad.
Okay, so what do we got to announce and advertise as well? Next week, Sam is going to be our amazing dungeon master. I believe we are playing. Are we allowed to say what we're playing? Yeah, we are.
I said it earlier. Yeah,
we're playing D&D 5e, and he is running myself and a few other intrepid adventurers through the Out of the Abyss campaign, which is super rad because I don't think I've ever played like a straight campaign module out of the book.
Part one.
Front to back. I think I played a bit of Ravenloft, but I'm really looking forward to Out of the Abyss. I can't wait. So please come back next week for that.
That is going to be our first in-person, or it's going to be our first stream from the new studio. So next Tuesday.
Yeah, new space, new everything.
Be at the table together, and oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's going to be a very work in progress because we're building a temporary space before we build our new gameplay set. There's a lot of construction going on and stuff, but I saw the progress today. It's looking awesome. But it's going to be a work in progress. You're going to see the bones of it coming together over the
Speaking of work in progress, what do we have in store for next week?
Huh?
Next Friday.
Oh, Trevor, next Friday.
This is true. Next Friday. I won't be here, but if you've been watching Ready to Roll, you're going to be able to watch 2 of the test game sessions. So it's on an unfinished set. It was to figure out our camera angles and work the kinks out, but it is canon story. So it is stuff that happened before the actual campaign officially started. So you can watch 2
covers
episodes
some of the
those.
confusing stuff we talk about
Like the Bone
during
Devil.
the game, where it's like, wait, did we miss a game?
Yeah.
Yeah, you missed a few, but we caught a couple of them on
Yeah, we
camera.
got some of them because
Yeah.
we were
So-
figuring things out.
We're
Heck
gonna
yeah.
let you see it, warts and all.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's going to be very, very barely processed. It's not going on YouTube. It's only going to be on Twitch. So that's next Friday on A Filthy Lot. And then the next episode of Ready to Roll 2 weeks after that. We also have the following Tuesday, Vampire the Masquerade.
Vampire the Masquerade!
With a couple of special guests. Sam, do you want to set that up?
Absolutely, yeah. We've got our returning GM, Petra. They ran a fantastic Dune game for us last year. And so this time, we're going to be doing Vampire the Masquerade with our best friend, Vancouver by Night!
Yeah!
Woo!
I have not played. I am excited to play. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say about that. We got a lot of content in stores, so come back on Tuesdays and Fridays and any day we say so, because you're going to have a good time. And until next time,
Stick around for the raid.
stick around for the Oh my god. Yeah, stick around for the raid. And until next time, don't let this be your final fantasy.
Oh,
Peace.
I like that one.